Mae, and today I'm here with TruMatch Extensions to share with you guys a really exciting video kind of showing people how to do festival styled hair with some really beautiful pastel colors that maybe your clients don't want to make a full commitment to, so utilizing extensions for some gorgeous length and also some fun color. So before I brought my extensions in, I did color them with a direct dye. I diluted it a little bit with some conditioner so that way we get that really beautiful pastel light color. And then I also rooted some of the extensions because my model has a little bit of a darker root, so we wanted to make sure that everything blends really well and seamlessly so you don't detect them. So if you guys want to see, keep on watching. So when I install extensions, I always like to work from the nape going up towards the top of the head. Everything when you are doing extensions needs to be at least 2 finger widths away from the hairline. That way we're making sure that nobody's going to see the tapes if she wants to wear her hair up, because a lot of people like to wear their hair up. So I'm going to kind of start my line and start adding those extensions. What you want to see is that you cannot see through this first layer. That's going to ensure that you can't see those little parts of the wefts. Tapes are really great because they're undetectable, but you still need to be smart when you're positioning them. Another trick that I picked up is if you've seen these really cool hair ties, this is really great to kind of section your hair up with rather than a clip because it's not going to leave any dents. It's kind of one of those aha moments. So I have my cute little colored extensions right here. I'm going to start by putting these on the top part of the sandwich because we're going to kind of have this color come from underneath so she gets a really beautiful airy kind of cloudy look to her color mixing in with other blondes. And the way that I like to install extensions is that I like to do the sandwich on top first. And then what I do is I use my comb. I grab as much hair as I want in between my sandwiches. You want to make sure that you have the right amount. That way the tapes are able to connect to each other and it's not too loose, but you also don't want to have too little so you're not taking anyone's hair out. Tape extensions are amazing, but extensions are always needing to be done correctly. So then what I do is I just add the extension to the end of my rat tail comb. I lift this section a little tiny bit and then I place it right to match perfectly. And it makes my application process really fast and easy. Row installed. You guys can see the width of her head. I can fit 2 extensions in there comfortably and I still have that 2 finger width amount of hair on the sides. So when I go to pull this up, you literally cannot see any of that extension showing. And look at how pretty those colors are. I'm getting excited already. So let's move up to the next row. Installed 3 extensions, and then on the next one we're going to do 4 extensions. So that way the farther up the head that you get, the more you're going to be able to install. The amount that you're going to be able to install across depends on your client's head width. So on some people you might be able to install more, some you are able to install less. It just all depends. As long as you have this buffer of hair on the side, you can put in here as many as you need to. Thing to look at is anybody's natural partings. in the back of their head. So if they have a cowlick or something, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're not gonna be putting an extension right underneath that, because then it's gonna split and then it's gonna give you away. So you wanna make sure that you're going underneath this line of where she has a little bit of that split. So I'm just going to position my last row right below that, so no one's gonna know that she has tape extensions in her hair. And look at this area. This is like one of the most important areas, because if you drop your extension too low on the grow out, it's going to start to hit their ear, it can hit sunglasses, and then you're just going to get in all kinds of trouble. So make sure that, again, you're using your 2 finger width above that ear, and that's where you can start placing your first extension. And then you're 2 inches away from their hairline. That way if they want to pull their hair up, they can. And here's a secret that I like to do with my extensions in the front. Instead of putting it in completely straight horizontal, I like to put it in at an angle, so that way when people want to pull their hair up, they don't have to worry about it doing a weird loop. They can actually pull it up, wear a high ponytail, and it's not going to bother them, and the extensions are going to lay really nice, as well as bring some of that hair towards their face so their hair isn't getting like the length lost in the front. Do you guys see how if I added this right here, it might be a little too close to her front hairline? So all I'm gonna do is cut this in half. That way, we have a smaller extension that's gonna fit and fill in this spot, which is kind of one of those vital areas that women want hair. It's always in the front. So we're gonna make sure that that will just fit in like the perfect little puzzle piece. So we're gonna take this cute little baby extension, and we're gonna put it in right here, and do the same thing that we were doing with the other extension. And then we're just gonna sandwich this right underneath. beautiful extensions installed in, and now we're gonna do my favorite part. We're gonna do a custom cut to blend everything so that you can't tell that she's wearing extensions. And then afterwards, we're gonna be styling her hair out for a super exciting, fun look to kind of go with this, because festival, you don't just wear your hair straight or wavy, you add a lot of fun in.